visualizing all living beings, filling the infinite vastness of the sky, that they may all attain the true realizations. For this reason, I am here at these meditation teachings. Then, yesterday, the 3 words of Garab Dorje. Yesterday was complete. We taught for 5 days that. Then, now today, what do you want? Are there questions? What is it that you want today to do? Gam sigmeli chi gam nimboso chi klapson. Natsuon sigmeli chi gam nimbola zo riwaya Lama Tsultrim Allione.
Oh yeah.
Then a little bit will speak to you in a short version of how to meditate. When you meditate first, you must truly relax mind and body without being distracted or concentrated, without thought. Don't be all interested in following those distracting thoughts about external matters. But don't focus it tightly inside either. When you can slip between those two, you are beyond thought. Beyond thought, without thought. There is a blankness, a unboundaried, unconstrained, utter openness, where the awareness is not blocked or boundaried by any concept. This, which is experienced or perceived here, cannot be described. It does not fit into description. Then, this is the awareness of the Dharmakaya. Recognize this for what it is. So mind looks at itself, and in not seeing a thing, no thing, emptiness, this Dharmakaya is. This is what needs to be recognized, this perception. Recognize it. Know it. Then a little bit. This is the first word. See this. Look now. When mind looks at mind itself, is there something? Now, your mind, when you're looking at it, emptiness is. We call that empty nature of mind Dharmakaya. Naturally, to that emptiness, there is a clarity, a brightness. We call that brightness, that awareness, Sambhogakaya. Then all those thoughts that were coming up, arising and vanishing when you see them, we call all that the moving Nirmanakaya. Your own mind has Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya as its nature. So in this way, in Sanskrit, I gave you the words. In Sanskrit. Then, nature of emptiness, self-arising, luminosity, manifestation of manifestation. What this is. Svabhavakaya, Sambhogakaya? Svabhavakaya, which no one can pronounce. When Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, and Nirmanakaya are seen as one thing, this is called Svabhavakaya. The nature of Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya is when they are seen as one thing. This is called the fourth form. It is your mind, nature of your mind, your own mind. The three jewels, they're not out when you pray to them, that to which you send all your prayers. They're just this. Emptiness. But to emptiness, nakedly, luminously clear. The clear light, we say, or transparent clarity of mind. The mind's innate nature is that of luminous clarity, bright clarity. The Buddha said, the mind, it has no characteristics to it. It has no color, shape, or other characteristic. Its natural state is simply that of clear light, of bright clarity. This is what he said. And then, Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, they are of your mind. Shakyatuba, the original Buddha. You can't even call mind mind, for it is of nothing but the nature of clear light. When we say clear light, this natural way, without thought, when it's naturally without thought. Like the sunlight which pervades everywhere, illuminating all things. Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, they are not somewhere up there to pray to. Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, they are the true nature of your own mind. This mind, beyond thought, vast like the empty sky. Mind is beyond having a center or edge.
Toma Tama.
Toma Tama? Mind has neither center nor edge, neither location nor place. Mind, there are not two, there are not three, there are not one. In the cloudless sky, in the empty sky, no clouds. In mind, no thought. The natural state of the innate natural mind understands all dharmas. The yogi sees all of it. The yogi understands, recognizes it all.
Yeshe Lama trained to do.
in the teachings of Yeshe Lama,
He know la.
in that text within,
Then Hiram Yangbo could don't
the meaning of the gone beyond of wisdom is spoken of. In the past, in the time when Guru Shakyamuni was alive, perhaps 2000 some 8, 9 sometime back then, at that time, the Buddha sat on Vulture's Peak on the mountaintop. The Buddha was sitting there in the indescribable, unutterable, utterly ordinary, beyond of all beyonds called Tingenzi. And there were many of his students there gathered around. Among the many of them, there was the great Bodhisattva Chenrezig. Sharipura was also there. Men and women, all different people. There were gods even. So the Buddha, sitting there in his meditation of non-meditation, in the beyond of meditation, at that time the great Bodhisattva Chenrezig himself Chenrezig himself, he gave the explanation of the gone beyond of wisdom. For he was asked by another disciple, how shall males and females of good family recognize this? How shall they practice? It was Sharipur who asked the question. Venerable sons and daughters of noble qualities, how shall they practice? It was Chenrezig who gave the answer. Chenrezig, he stood up. Sharipur and venerable males and females here gathered together. In the direct perception of the gone beyond of wisdom, the skandhas are completely empty in nature. This is what the great venerable Chenrezig said of the gone beyond of wisdom. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Form is none other than emptiness, emptiness is none other than form. In the same way, feelings, perceptions, mental functions, and all of this are completely empty in nature. Thus, Shariputra, all dharmas themselves are emptiness. Not only this, all forms, all skambhas, all occurrences are emptiness in emptiness. Form is emptiness, form is solidity. Emptiness is form, solidity is form. Emptiness and form cannot be separated. In this way, the sense organs, the skandhas, none of these things, no appearance, no sound, no smell, taste or touch, in the gone beyond of wisdom. Then he, in this, continued on to speak of no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, No form.
소미
No form. No
자
sound. No
Romi.
appearance. No smell.
흡사미
No taste.
춤에도 세
No touch. No dharmas.
요 말에서 동반이야
Even dharma itself is emptiness.
매기 come when 이제 come
No eye element, no mind element, no mind and consciousness element.
이제 come 되니 아마 남이지 밀려면 이미 좀 다음에 좀 로메 좀 취매도 매기 come when 이제 come 이제 넘버 10을 봐도 come 매도 실험지 봐도 선바 사모는 땡지네 가운데는 산을 저하고 말서 잡자야 우리 말에서 산을
So in this no mind element, being no mind, there is no ignorance and no end of ignorance, no old age and death and no end of old age and death. Likewise, there is neither suffering nor origin of suffering nor cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, there is nothing to fear. All of the occurrences are non-occurrences, all of the conceptions are non-conceptions. With nothing to attain, there can be nothing to fear. Therefore, it completely transcends all belief systems and goes to the ultimate of the beyond. All Buddhas of the three times, by relying completely on the gone beyond of wisdom, awaken perfectly to the direct enlightenment. The great mother of the gone beyond, the great mother gone beyond of wisdom, to this there is a mantra. This is the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra that equalizes, the mantra of great wisdom, the mantra that equalizes what is unequal, the mantra which pacifies all suffering, the mantra which does not deceive or distort and therefore be known as the truth, the mantra of the gone beyond of wisdom. This is the mantra, oh God, gone beyond the beyond, so be it. So venerable males and females here. In the gone beyond of wisdom, the sixth paramita, in this way, you need to meditate. So because there is nothing beyond this or greater than this, nothing that goes past this, then therefore this is how you should meditate, Sharipur said. And the Blessed One got up from his samadhi. The noble Bodhisattva Chenrei Zig here who has spoken. Exactly so. Oh good, it is so. Exactly this. This is it. This is it. Exactly as you have taught it, one should go about the practice of the profound gone beyond of wisdom. And all Buddhas shall rejoice. Then at that time when the Blessed One stated these words, Sharipur and the noble Chenrezig and all others there gathered, all of them bowed in great faith to the Buddha. This is the Heart Sutra, the meditation of the Heart Sutra. This is the same thing as I have been teaching you. The gods, the humans, bodhisattvas many, men and women of venerable birth. All of these.
song like this.
It has been taught to like this. This is how it was originally taught. The way of meditation, the true meditation, the meditation that transcends all doings of meditation. This mantra, if we say it together, do this mantra of the gone beyond of wisdom. Tayata, Gate Gate, Parangate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva, Tayata, Gate Gate, Paragate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva, Tayata, Gate Gate, Paragate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva. This mantra. In the past we say, I prostrate to the Buddha, I prostrate to the Dharma, I prostrate. As it happened one time when the great king of the gods was reciting this mantra which goes beyond all fabrications, as he was reciting it as it is here and reciting the gone beyond of wisdom, so he was able to vanquish all demons. So in this way, the great mother of wisdom, the gone beyond of wisdom, the essence of the sixth paramita, which can barely be expressed in words, to all of those, it will remove the hindrances, the parchis. It will undo them so that one is free. This is what it will do. Now, when you meditate, what it is, when they say no body, no eyes, no ears, what do we mean by no eyes? It is that eyes are a concept. There is not a thing called I. This thing here that we call I, take it apart. What is it? There's no thing there, which is the I-ness of the I. Ear the same. Look, you got skin on the outside, you got some cartilage next, you got a hairy hole. None of these things are the nature of ear, the earness of ear. So there is no real ear there to the ear. You can't call skin an ear, you can't call cartilage an ear, you can't call a hole an ear. There's nothing in there in that ear to say this is the ear of the ear. There is no real ear there. Just a thought, an idea, a name. There is no tongue. You know, you got meat, a muscle. You got a lot of nerves and blood vessels in it. You got those little taste buddy things, but none of those can be called tongue. We say tongue,
but
but is it the meat of it? Is it the wiggliness of it? Is it... There's nothing there in the tongue that you can say, well, this is the tongue. It's a combination, an aggregate, no body. Look, take the head off. These are arms, that's a head. Those are legs. Body is a name you put to many things put together, but there is no thing such as body. Inside the body, outside the body, all of these. We make the body out of ideas. When you really examine the body itself, and inside the body and outside the body, you do not find there to be a body or an inside or an outside, but simply thoughts or ideas. No mind. That mind, that thing you think with? Mind? You can't see anything there when you look for it. There's nothing there to see. It's not made of anything. That thing that does all that thinking, that's the mind we're talking about. It's not white, red, or yellow, or any other color. It's not triangular, round, square, or oblong. No mind, no self who thinks. No form, no sound. You have an experience of sound, but there is no such thing there, no scent, no taste. You eat food and you think there is flavor or taste, but where is the thing you call the taste? No touch. You touch this, you call it smooth. You touch something else and you call it rough. None of these things are real. They are concepts arising. All dharmas are the same as that. The meaning of this is beyond all meanings. When you meditate, then you will see. If you think there is a meditation or not a meditation, you're thinking. Don't be thinking that. Those are thoughts. Dharmakaya awareness, recognize it. You need to understand yourself, to transcend understanding, to know yourself. The nature of Dharmakaya awareness. I am pointing it out to you in such a way that you see it. Each of you see it. Now, this is the view. If you would then understand or know the way of meditation, this Dharmakaya awareness, this awareness of the Dharmakaya, this, which is always there, this very continuous, like the flowing of a river. A great river cannot be chopped in pieces. It flows continuously. When you meditate, you get funny experiences. Meditate a lot, you get a lot of them. You will be having these happen. Nyams, experiences happen in meditation. A yogi gets all sorts of weird nyams. Just like in the summer monsoons, when the rains fall, all that weird green stuff grows up in the jungle. I like that analogy. You try and go out in the middle of the monsoon through the jungle and look at the amount of green and green fuzz growing on the green. And when you meditate, a yogi gets all sorts of experiences. They happen. These mind-made, mind-constructed meditative experiences, these nyams, they will come. Bliss states of the body. You're so naturally blissful. What it is. Like there is no body, no pain. When these nyams, these experiences arise. You know, you sort of have to understand that within the experience of a nyam, there is not a hair of reality. So if you get attached to these and grasp them, I remember thinking one time that I could fly. Felt like I could. But I tried to fly and I didn't even get this far off the ground. Not even this far off the ground, and it so felt like I had no body and could fly there. I was having one of them their meditative experiences. You get these experiences of clarity. Your awareness is so clear. This must be what they mean by the luminous clarity of mind, the Dharmakaya awareness of Sambhogakaya. This must be it. But it's a lie. It's a fake one. It's a clarity experience which your mind is making up to mimic what is sought. These clarity experiences, or the thought-free experiences. When you get a thought-free experience, your thoughts just aren't happening. Well, even if you tried to get one to come up, it wouldn't do that. This happens sometimes. It's just another experience. Another nyam. When you meditate now, if you think and become attached to those bliss states, if you like them and want to keep them, you die hanging on to that one, you'll get born among the gods of desire. The clarity state, if you attach to that and learn to maintain it, which can be done, and die hanging on to it, the gods of form you will be born among. The thought-free experience, the experience of not thinking any thoughts. If you get caught up in that one, you will be born into a sky-like state where there is no thought, no occurrence, no body, no form. Nothing, no body. This comes to pass. There is nothing at all which happens there. 80 eons, you just hang there. Nothing happens. Getting caught up in that one is not so good either. This is why you need to break these mind-made meditative experiences when they occur.
You
need to break them, to burst them, to do away with them, to undo them. What it is. Letter of method. Pa. Letter of wisdom, cha. Letter of wisdom, cha. So the pa and the cha, when brought together, spell the seed syllable pet. So this creates the pet. So when you're having these mind-made meditative experiences, can I just say nyam for that in future? It's a less mouthful. When you're having these nyams, pet is the tool you use to break them. Not like other pets it is. Some pets are like that. Not like that. That kind of pet is never going to burst a nyam. The pet must have three qualities to work on in this way. Fierce it must be. Sudden it must be. Short it must be. Thrown like lightning from the sky. When lightning strikes something, it destroys it. It bursts a tree, breaks a tree or a rock, a land or a man it strikes. So striking with the pet as you would strike with lightning. You need to strike like that with pet. Like that. That was a good one. If you strike with pet but don't know where to look while you're striking, it won't do a damn bit of good. Having struck with pet, you must be looking at your mind in that moment. Your attention must be directed at mind itself. Then with the nam burst. Now that a little bit is speaking of meditation, review of meditation. You need to understand how to proceed. This here pet, having the three qualities. You get it? Now when you meditate in the way of Mahamudra rather than Maha'ati, as you enter into the meditation through the three forms of concentration, you will get nyams like this just the same. In that case, however, you would pray to your teacher, praying out loud in words. You would pray to your teacher to burst these nyams for you. In order to clarify the mind as it really is, first pray to your teacher for the blessing of that. From that opening to the teacher created by prayer, the essence of Tingenzi may be transmitted. Of the true samadhi, of the true meditation may be transmitted. Faith in Dharma. Faith in your teacher without doubt. These are necessary to have. In order to see mind as it is, this faith is necessary. Now, when we pray, we pray to the teacher in the recognition that all Buddhas of the three times, all transmitters of this lineage are the teacher. Your own mind's Dharmakaya nature, the empty nature of mind, your own mind, to have it pointed out, your own innate Dharmakaya nature, it is very hard to see past what you make it up to be. So your root teacher, your Sawe Lama, the one who actually manages to communicate past your hopes of what it will be, fears of what it might be, ideas of what it is the faith in your root teacher that permits this. Recognize that the meaning of the word root teacher is whoever has successfully pointed out to you the nature of your mind. That then becomes your root teacher. Then, like this he.
Meaning
Meaning of the view, you know that now. Meaning of the meditation, you have heard that now. Now, to truly understand or to truly recognize meaning of the action. What we mean by the word action used in this way. You know, you're always thinking thoughts, right? Yeah? The thoughts themselves, even when you're meditating, thoughts arise. When we speak of the action, this is where you meditate while thinking. To develop the absolute confidence of all thoughts, to be emptiness in emptiness, to rest on the seat of that confidence is what is meant by the action. When a thought arises, don't grab it, don't believe it, don't keep it, don't throw it away. When a thought arises and when a thought disperses, that little under-mutter of the mind that's constantly murmuring on at you, telling you things, asking you if you're really meditating, telling you you are, telling you aren't, making comments about your practice and everything else around you, we call that the under-mutter. Those are the little subtle thoughts that natter on at you. Then there's the gross thoughts, such as desire, aversion, ignorance, passions, feelings. These all arise in mind. They're not anything other than your mind. When they arise, what they are, Shidong, when an anger arises, when you look at him, you will see that he is emptiness arising in emptiness. And so this permits it to dissolve. The same for desire. Something, anything, any feeling, desire, ignorance, all of these feelings and thoughts, they arise in your mind. They were never other than mind. So you look at them to see this, to become certain of this, to see that they are mind. Desire, the nature of that is mind. It occurs in your mind. It's made of mind. Jealousy? Ignorance. Ignorance, it arises and occurs in mind. It is never other than mind. Pride? Pride, big pride, little pride. It's never anything other than mind. It occurs in your mind. It is made of mind. Jealousy, the same. All of these big ones and little ones, they all arise in your mind. Do not be thinking that they have anything to do with the external object of which you are having them about. They do not arise in the object, they arise in your mind. When you look at your mind, then they are gone. They are just that, no thing and no thing. The nature of suffering as it is liberated by this. And that is whatever thought comes up, whatever it is. Its own nature, what it really is. It looks at itself, you look at it, and you see emptiness in emptiness. There you see that the arising of the thought feeling and the disappearance of the thought feeling are completely simultaneous. This develops the confidence. As you watch again and again, for long and long, the thoughts disappear as they are arising. You see that they are gone, they never were anything but gone. This is what develops the confidence on which you sit. That's what it is. The view, the meditation, and the action. A meditator needs to understand what these are. That's it for today. We're done now. Go practice.
This has been an extremely unique opportunity to receive these teachings in this sacred place at this special time. This special retinue. And I know that it's difficult for Rinpoche even to come down from his room. So want him to know how much we really deeply appreciate his efforts on our behalf. And really this is the essence of everything in this teaching. There's nothing more. We might think there's something more because it seems so simple. But it's all here. It's all in this. And it's been so special for our group to be here with Rinpoche at this time, and we make many aspirations for his long life, and that we may meet again and again. If not in this life, in the land of the Dakinis. Or in the next life. But hopefully again in this life. And I know that he traveled for many, many years around the world, making efforts on the behalf of sentient beings. And all those seeds that he's planted, I pray that they come to fruition. And that he returns again and again. And yeah, so I think I speak on behalf of everybody here, our group and the other people, that we feel real gratitude from the depths of our hearts. There's no greater gift than what we have received. There's nothing more. If he had given us a mountain of gold, it wouldn't have been as valuable as this. And to receive it in the cave of Guru Rinpoche is so special. Yeah. So I want to say
all the different places my friends have come from,
이 나한테 가고 요새
that you have been able to come here. I am so glad.
다다
Now,
Garab Dorje 쳤었는데
this teaching of Garab Dorje, the 3 words that strike to the heart,
좀 다른 거는 지금 이 바트는 그들의 예망아 들이스
for 5 days I have taught.
되니 그들 야보레스
I think it went well. I think you are understanding.
Yes.
서로 명령 야보지스
Now practice it well. That's going to be the key.
명령 야보지스
Practice it well.
좀 요새
Don't let it slide away. Don't be distracted from it.
다다 그 밀린데는
In this human life,
추드로 야보레스
to practice Dharma is important.
접시는 소나리스
That you even know to practice, that's a result of past merit.
다시 몇 번뭐
Some kings are very rich.
단담도 어디서
All sorts of stuff they have.
되니 못하바리
But impermanence gets them.
chấp hành 말이스
All that stuff, it does no good.
시도 chấp hành 말이스
They die just like poor folk.
시도 pen
What benefits when you die?
되니 농바선지 추 다다다
The teachings of the Buddha, the Dharma.
건지도 괜찮고
This meditation is the most important.
땡은 라비오스 참
This I want to say to you.
사이에 비교 소제 메도 이제 내게 반대 메데 보와야 사이에 비교 사이에 비교 소제 메도 이제 메데 보와야 로게 남다 장아 소바 조고로 에다르나
For today, we'll do this. Next time, we do the other way around. You can speak back and forth.
Okay, so now we'll do the dedication of merit, and then we'll do Rinpoche's long life prayer 3 times.
Kuntu Sampo Deyam Dacha se